Your knees do not suddenly get weak just because you are getting older. If climbing stairs feels harder than it did a few years ago, the real reason may not be what you think. Many people assume knee pain is just part of aging. But doctors and physical therapists often see something different. In many cases, the knee is not the main problem. A hidden weakness slowly builds over time, making every step upstairs feel heavier and less stable. If you now pull yourself up with the handrail, avoid stairs when you can, or feel like your legs do not have the same strength, you are not imagining it. These are early signs that your body needs help. And here is something surprising. Research suggests the muscles used for stair climbing can lose strength faster than many people realize after 60. The frustrating part is that many seniors focus only on the knees, while the real problem keeps getting worse in the background. We will reveal that hidden weakness in a moment, because it may change how you think about knee pain and stairs. For now, ask yourself this. Do you hesitate before taking the first step on a staircase? Maybe you grab the railing right away. Maybe you go one step at a time. Or maybe you avoid stairs completely if there is another option. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. For many older adults, stairs become one of the first daily tasks that starts to feel different. Not impossible. Just harder. What used to be automatic now takes planning. Every step feels heavier, every movement feels slower. And one thought keeps coming back. What if my knee gives out? That fear can grow quietly. You may stop visiting friends who have stairs. You may avoid carrying laundry upstairs. You may even skip family events because you worry about getting around safely. So this is not only about sore knees. It is about confidence. It is about independence. It is about wondering whether your body will let you keep living the life you enjoy. Health experts have observed that this loss of confidence can affect daily life just as much as pain itself. That is why these early changes matter. Because what feels like just getting older may actually be something that can improve. Here is where many people get confused. When your knees hurt on stairs, it is natural to blame the knees. That is where you feel it, but pain does not always tell the whole story. Think of a table with one weak leg. The top shakes, but the real problem is underneath. Your knees work the same way. They depend on strong muscles above and below the joint to absorb force and keep each step steady. When those muscles weaken, your knees have to handle more stress than they should. Over time, stairs become harder not always because the knees suddenly got worse, but because they lost support. We will show you the simple chair exercise that targets this hidden weakness later. But first, there is another reason stairs become so difficult after 60. It is something many people never think about. Climbing stairs needs more than strong knees. It also needs balance. It needs coordination. It needs your brain and muscles working together quickly. As we age, those signals naturally slow down a little. Doctors often see older adults who still have some strength, but struggle because their movements are no longer well coordinated. That makes every stair feel less predictable. You stiffen your legs. You lean forward. You grip the railing tightly. Ironically, those protective habits can make climbing even harder. Your muscles stop working together smoothly. The effort increases. Fatigue comes sooner. And confidence drops even more. But there is another hidden factor that is often overlooked. We will come back to it shortly because it helps explain why many people still struggle even after walking more or doing general leg exercises. Let us talk about Margaret. Margaret is 72 and loves spending time with her grandchildren. She did not notice her strength disappearing all at once. It happened slowly. First, she needed the railing. Then she stopped carrying groceries upstairs. Soon, she began planning her day around avoiding steps. She thought arthritis was the whole problem. But during a mobility check, she learned something unexpected. Her biggest issue was not severe knee damage. It was weakness in the muscles that support each step upward. That discovery gave her hope. Not because everything changed overnight, but because she finally understood why stairs had become so hard. And that is why the cause matters before the solution. If you only treat the symptom, the real problem keeps getting worse. Here is another question. Have you noticed that walking on flat ground feels easier than climbing stairs? Many seniors say exactly that. A walk around the neighborhood may feel fine, but one flight of stairs leaves the legs tired or shaky. There is a reason for that. Stairs demand much more force from your lower body than regular walking. Each step has to lift your body upward against gravity. If those muscles have weakened even a little, you feel it right away. That is why so many people say, "I can still walk." But stairs are another story. Doctors hear that all the time. And it gives an important clue about what is really happening. In just a moment, we will uncover another mistake that quietly makes stair climbing harder every year, even in people who stay active. It has nothing to do with age itself. And understanding it could change how you protect your mobility in the years ahead. One common mistake many older adults make is thinking walking alone is enough to keep their legs strong. Walking is great for your heart and overall health. But stair climbing uses different muscles in a different way. That is why you may walk every day and still feel stairs getting harder. If that sounds like you, it does not mean your routine failed. It means your body needs something more specific. Physical therapists often notice that stair climbing depends on muscles that flat walking does not challenge enough. Those muscles help lift your body and keep your knee steady. When they weaken, your body starts compensating. You lean forward. You pull on the railing. You push with your arms. At first, that may help. But over time, it can put more stress on the knee. So pushing through the discomfort is usually not the answer. Another mistake many people make without realizing it is stopping stairs altogether. That may seem safer, but the body follows a simple rule. The less you use a muscle, the weaker it becomes. So the cycle begins. Weakness makes stairs harder. Harder stairs lead to more avoidance. More avoidance leads to more weakness. And soon, things that once felt easy start to feel intimidating. This is one reason some seniors begin limiting trips outside the home. Not because they want to, because they no longer trust their legs. That loss of confidence can affect daily life in many ways. You may avoid family events. You may skip places with stairs. Even simple errands can feel stressful. Little by little, life starts to feel smaller. Health experts often say mobility is about more than joints. It is about freedom. And freedom matters. There is another hidden reason stairs become difficult. It involves your hips. Most people blame the knees, but the hips help control each step. When those muscles weaken, the knee takes more pressure. That is why mobility specialists often look above the knee, not just at it. We will show how one simple chair exercise helps with this in the next section. But first, there is one more misunderstanding. Many people think pain always means stop moving. Severe pain or a sudden injury should always be checked by a professional. But mild stiffness from inactivity often improves with safe movement, not complete rest. Research suggests regular movement helps circulation, keeps muscles active, and supports the joints. When you sit too much, stiffness usually gets worse. Think about how your body feels after sitting for a long time. The first few steps are usually the hardest. Then you loosen up. The same thing can happen as you get older. The key is choosing the right movement, not too much, not too little, and not exercises that stress already sensitive knees. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 69 and loved gardening. Over time, he noticed the porch steps getting harder. At first, he blamed arthritis. Then he blamed age. Soon, he stopped carrying watering cans because he did not trust his legs. One day, his daughter noticed he pushed hard with both hands every time he stood up from a chair. He had not even realized it. That showed his legs were weaker than he thought. After working with a physical therapist and starting a simple strengthening routine, he did not become younger overnight. But after a few weeks, standing became easier. The porch steps felt less scary. And he stopped thinking about every step. His confidence slowly returned. That is the lesson. Progress does not always start with big changes. Sometimes it starts with understanding the real cause. There is one final factor we have not talked about yet. It may be the biggest reason many seniors keep struggling even after trying exercises. It is consistency. Many people try something once or twice, expect quick results, and quit when nothing changes. But muscles respond to repeated effort over time. Just like they became weaker slowly, they can become stronger slowly too. Doctors often remind patients that mobility improves through small, regular actions, not occasional bursts. That is why the chair exercise you are about to see is so useful. It is simple, it fits into daily life. It does not need special equipment. And it targets the hidden weakness we have been talking about from the start. In the next section, we will finally reveal that one chair exercise and show you how to do it safely, why it works, and how it can help stairs feel easier over time. Now it is time to reveal the chair exercise that can help target the hidden weakness we have been discussing. This is not a miracle cure. It will not erase arthritis or reverse years of muscle loss overnight. But doctors and physical therapists often recommend it because it strengthens the muscles that support the knees during everyday movements, including climbing stairs. The exercise is called the chair sit-to-stand. It looks simple, but when done regularly, it works the thighs, hips, and buttocks, the same muscles you need to stand up, climb stairs, and stay independent. To begin, use a sturdy chair that will not slide. Sit near the front edge, place your feet shoulder widths apart, and keep both feet flat on the floor. Lean slightly forward, press through your heels, and slowly stand up. Then lower yourself back down with control. Do not drop into the chair. The lowering part matters just as much as standing. If needed, use the armrests or lightly place your hands on your thighs for support at first. As you get stronger, try using less help. Why does this matter so much? Have you noticed that standing up from a chair has become harder than it used to be? Maybe you rock forward first, push hard with your hands, or look for something to grab. These are early signs of lower body weakness. The hidden cause is often weakness in the thighs, hips, and buttocks from reduced use. These are the same muscles that help lift your body on stairs. When they weaken, standing, climbing stairs, and even getting out of bed can become more difficult. That is why the chair sit-to-stand is so effective. It strengthens several major muscle groups at once instead of focusing only on the knee. Over time, stronger legs and hips reduce the load on your knees. The benefit is not just stronger muscles. It is more confidence when standing, better stability on stairs, and less dependence on your arms. That is what helps protect independence. How much should you do? If you are just starting, begin with 5 repetitions. Rest if needed. Gradually work up to 8 to 10 repetitions. Many healthy older adults can eventually do 2 or 3 sets, depending on comfort and medical guidance. Remember, quality matters more than speed. Move slowly. Stay controlled and breathe normally. Do not rush the movement. The goal is not to finish quickly. The goal is to teach your muscles to work properly again. Slow, controlled movement also improves balance and coordination while reducing stress on the knees. Here's another story. Linda is 74 years old. She avoided the stairs at church because she worried her knees would not support her. Even standing from her favorite chair became difficult. After learning the chair sit-to-stand from her physical therapist, she started with just a few repetitions each day. The first week was hard, but she stayed consistent. After several weeks, she no longer needed to push herself out of every chair. A month later, she felt more comfortable climbing the steps into her home. The stairs had not changed. Her muscles had, and with stronger muscles came greater confidence. That confidence is often the biggest reward because when you trust your legs again, you begin trusting yourself again. One more tip can make this exercise even better. As you stand, think about pressing through your heels instead of your toes. Many people shift forward onto the front of the foot, which puts more strain on the knees. Pressing through the heels helps your hips and thighs do more of the work. Also, keep your knees pointing in the same direction as your toes. Avoid letting them collapse inward. Proper alignment improves stability and reduces unnecessary stress on the joints. Do not worry if your movement is not perfect at first. Improvement comes with practice, not perfection. How often should you do it? For many healthy older adults, 3 to 5 days a week is a good starting point. This gives the muscles time to strengthen while still recovering between sessions. If you feel significant pain, swelling, or discomfort that continues after exercise, stop and speak with your healthcare provider or physical therapist before continuing. Always listen to your body. The goal is steady progress, not pushing through pain. And remember the main point. The problem was never just your knees. The real issue was the hidden loss of strength supporting them. By strengthening those support muscles, you give your knees the help they need. That is why one simple chair exercise can make such a big difference over time. In the final part, we will share a few bonus tips to make stair climbing feel safer, tell one last inspiring story, and leave you with the most important lesson for protecting your mobility for years to come. Before we finish, here are a few simple tips that can make climbing stairs feel safer and easier. First, do not wait until your legs feel completely tired before using them. Many older adults sit for long periods without realizing how much it affects their muscles. When you finally stand up, your legs have to work harder. Try to break up sitting time. Stand up every 30 to 60 minutes if you can. Walk around for a minute or two. Small movements help keep your muscles active and ready. Another helpful habit is posture. Many people look down too much when climbing stairs. That can shift extra pressure to the knees. Instead, stand tall, relax your shoulders, and look a few steps ahead. This helps your body stay balanced and lets your hips and legs work better together. One more important point is this: do not compare yourself to how you moved years ago. Compare yourself to where you were last month. Progress after 60 is usually slow, but it still matters. One extra repetition, one easier stand. One more step without as much effort. Those are real victories. Let me leave you with one short story. James is 77 and lives in a 2-story home. For a long time, he feared going upstairs each night. He would stop, hold the railing, and worry his legs would give out. After talking with his healthcare provider, he focused on rebuilding strength with the chair sit-to-stand exercise. He practiced regularly and stayed patient. A few months later, his wife asked if the stairs still bothered him. James smiled and said, "I didn't even think about them today." That small moment meant everything to him. Because the goal was never perfection. The goal was to stop fear from controlling his life. That same opportunity is in front of you. No exercise can stop aging. No routine can promise perfect knees. But you can improve the strength that supports your body. You can improve your confidence. You can improve your ability to keep doing the things that matter most. If stairs have become harder, do not ignore the warning signs. They are not a reason to give up. They are a reason to take action. Remember what we learned today? Stair weakness is not always caused by the knees alone. Often, it comes from weakness in the muscles that support every step. By doing the chair sit-to-stand exercise, moving regularly, and staying consistent, you give yourself a better chance to move with strength and confidence. Always go at a pace that feels safe. If you have severe pain, a recent injury, or a medical condition that affects your mobility, speak with your healthcare provider or physical therapist before starting a new exercise routine. Your safety comes first. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may also be struggling with stairs. Thank you for spending this time with us. Keep believing in what your body can still do. Small daily actions can lead to real improvement over time.